Hello, my name's Gordon, or This Dying Earth. Welcome back to Dark Souls. It's been a while since I've visited this game with this character. I've recently been playing through and uploading videos that have the Gravelord Phantom enemies included in the New Game Plus, but this harkens back to an older guide to Dark Souls, and it's the same character. And these videos were actually recorded over a year ago. I just, for whatever reason, neglected to upload them. So this is us coming back towards the Sanctuary Guardian, and there's two of them. And to be honest, I was a bit surprised about this myself, because I actually don't think I remembered that happened when you defeated Artorias and you came back here. And I think the reason I came back here was to go and visit Elizabeth. And I don't know why I went to that bonfire. But yeah, so as you see, under certain circumstances, there are two Sanctuary Guardians to take on. And these are not the exact same Sanctuary Guardians that you defeated, or the one that you defeated the first time you came through here after you picked up the pendant in Duke's Archives, and then you went back to the place where we rescued Dusk of Ulasil, for the golden golem, and you come through the portal, and it brings you to here, Ulasil in the past. But when you first come through here, you take on one Sanctuary Guardian, and that Sanctuary Guardian is, like I say, slightly different to these two guys. These are known as Lesser Sanctuary Guardians, and don't let that name fool you, because they are anything but lesser to their cousin or brother or whatever it is, the other one. They will fuck you up, and they will do it with glee. They are extremely difficult, probably one of the hardest boss fights I've ever had in any Dark Souls, or any Souls game. So the strategy really for taking these guys on is just dumb luck in certain senses. No, that's not true. I mean, you need to be able to play, you need the skills that are necessary to succeed in Dark Souls or any of the Souls games. You need good reaction times. There is an element of luck to it. As you'll see, that you're going to see me dying numerous times to them. You need to get your rolls down pat, because you're going to have to roll away from their swipes. And the most annoying aspect of this fight is undoubtedly their lightning attack. And you might want a shield that can block a significant amount of lightning damage. You can see I'm hightailing it. I actually hightailed it the second I come up here and seen these guys, like a moment ago, the first time I came through here. Not expecting it at all, a nasty surprise, and one that I had to go and get a wee bit prepared for. You can actually, it's interesting because you'll see as the video goes on and as my fights develop with these guys, you can see my confidence and ability to take them on grow, as you would expect. But there are a lot of deaths. I think maybe about a dozen deaths to these guys, something along those lines. I'm not going to show you all of them, just the ones that are interesting or have something relevant to the comments that I'm going to make. So I tried with Power Within to see if I could inflict enough damage, because my reasoning was that if I can kill one of them, I already know how to kill one Sanctuary Guardian. So if I can kill one of these two bastards, I will be able to take the other one out with relative ease maybe. And that doesn't quite go to plan, and you'll see as we go on. From a lore perspective, you've got to ask why there are two of them and why defeating Artorias causes them to spawn here. I have no answer to that, and just thinking of speculations off the bat, I'm really, I'm unsure. I'd be interested to hear if you guys have any theories about why there's two Sanctuary Guardians here. I think there's a video that I've got with me fighting the original that's what I'm talking about. You get up, the knockdown effect caused by some of their attacks. It's like they're setting each other up. One knocks you down, the other one snipes you from a distance with like the lightning bolt attack. And that like sonic attack that where they focus water towards you to knock you off balance. It just, they're working in tandem with each other, and it's been well programmed, this fight, making it extremely challenging. But they are manticores, these creatures, and they're chimeras. So they're, you know, amalgamation of different types of animals. They're like, you know, the face of a lion, the face of a man, the body of a lion, is it? And so yeah, that's me got one of them. I'd killed one of them, but this happens, you know. You just when you think you've got the chance against these two, no, they're not having it. But yeah, I believe in Indian mythology there's a creature called a Satro, and it was known to prowl or described as prowling the jungles of India in various mythologies and stories. And there's, I think it harkens back to Mesopotamia as well. Again, you know, because of the lightning conducting in the water around you, you can think you're safe, but you know they might not directly hit you, but you know, they do enough damage indirectly just to kill you anyway. So it's such a challenging fight. But yeah, apparently Pliny the Elder created a compendium of different beasts. The Guardian Tale, I'll come back to that in a moment. And he described the manticore as having a sonorous voice that was likened to a flute mixed with a trumpet. And so when they do that attack with that, you know, it's like they fold their wings towards their face, and I think they're like using their voice to, you know, direct the flow of water towards you to knock you off balance. So From Software to be, you know, congratulated, or not congratulated, but just respected, or some word, adjective like that, because they do seem to, you know, they seem to have a deep knowledge of different mythologies and legends, and they, you know, they use these influences in their game. It's impressive. But and yeah, Pliny the Elder even described them as having a bony ball of spikes at the end of their tail. But yeah, the Guardian Tail. So this fight gives you another opportunity to get the tail cut, a tail weapon from these guys, and apparently that tail weapon has certain benefits. Like, for example, it goes through shields to cause half the damage like a full hit would cause a player or enemy. But this was, sorry, I just want to discuss this fight. This was an excellent start to the fight. Fantastic. I mean, I defeated one of the lesser Sanctuary Guardians within, you know, maybe less than a minute. Power Within helped, certainly there. And a changed weapon, as you can see. I think I'm using the Black Knight sword. And so now I'm thinking, I think this was only the second time I'd managed to get them down to just, you know, to killing one of them and only having to face up to the other one. And this fight actually is more difficult than it should be. Yeah, that's the attack I'm talking about, maybe where they use their trumpet-like voice to direct water to you. But yeah, the Guardian Tail weapon, you can't do backstabs with it. You can't perform riposte after parrying an enemy, and you can't do the plunging attack, I don't think. Yeah. This is probably one of my all-time favourite fights. Either of the fights, you know, whether it's against the lesser Sanctuary Guardians or against the big boy at the start of the game. Or not the start of the game, at the first time you come through here. Yeah, just the animations, all the different attacks that the enemy has, the setting that you're fighting it in, you know, some kind of like small swamp type location. It's a nice welcoming fuck you to Oolacile the first time you come through here, and even this time as well. Yeah, I think Kalameet's my favourite fight in Dark Souls, followed by maybe Artorias, maybe, and then Ornstein and Smill, if that matters, or if you're interested. But yeah, so I'll try and get more of these Dark Souls videos out. I've got obviously the Kalameet footage from this build that I've still not uploaded, Manus as well. I don't think I went any further than that, because after that I would be going for Gwyn. But I don't think I recorded that, so maybe I've still got the save, I think, so I might do that. Depends, because I'm recording Soma just now as well. So yeah, this fight dragged on a lot longer than I thought it would. Maybe I developed a degree of cautiousness because I'd been used to fighting at this point 2 of these bosses, or maybe I'd lost. I said earlier on in the video that I developed confidence, maybe developed confidence in certain respects, you know, against both of them, but at the same time, wary of making mistakes, which in a certain sense is a loss of confidence. But yeah, I mean, Pliny the Elder described these. I mean, imagine these were real. You know, these really existed at one point. Fuck that. You know, you go for a walk in the woods and you run into one of these bastards. So I can't tell you how elated I was. I mean, I remember, even though it was a year ago, I was, you know, and I think I was just doing the, what's that gesture, but or whatever it's called. But yeah, at the time when I defeated these two, I was pretty over the moon about it, or pretty happy at least. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see what Elizabeth Mushroom has to say. I have a lot of questions about who she is. Still mysterious.
Struggling, are we?
Not anymore, thanks, Elizabeth.